Elon Musk and the vision of a modern technate. As we stand at the crossroads of unprecedented technological advancement, few figures embody the fusion of technological ambition and societal transformation more than Elon Musk. This essay explores the fascinating connection between Musk's vision and the historical technocracy movement, examining how his ventures might represent a modern reinterpretation of the technate concept, with energy production and distribution at its core. Through analysis of his companies, public statements, and family history, we uncover the challenges and potential of establishing such a system in today's complex global landscape. The technocratic lineage of Elon Musk. Elon Musk's connection to technocratic ideals runs deeper than many realize, with roots that extend into his very family tree. Joshua Haldeman, Musk's maternal grandfather, was no ordinary man. He was a prominent leader of Technocracy Incorporated in Canada. This organization envisioned replacing traditional political and economic systems with a continental technate, governed by engineers and technical experts rather than politicians. This historical connection provides fascinating context for understanding Musk's worldview and ambitions. Haldeman eventually became disillusioned with both the organization and Canada, relocating his family to South Africa where, years later, his grandson Elon would be born. While Musk rarely discusses this family connection publicly, the ideological DNA of technocracy appears evident in his approach to business and his vision for humanity's future. The parallels between his grandfather's technocratic convictions and his own technological utopianism are striking. Despite operating successfully within the capitalist price system, that technocracy sought to replace, amassing a vast fortune. Musk has not abandoned these roots entirely. In 2019, he explicitly referenced technocracy when he tweeted about accelerating Starship development to build the Martian technocracy. This statement reveals how Musk envisions his Mars colonization effort not merely as an engineering challenge, but as the foundation for a new social order, one that may incorporate elements of the technocratic vision his grandfather once championed. From Earth to Mars, transplanting technocratic ideals. While Musk doesn't advocate for a technate on Earth, his Mars colonization plans through SpaceX suggest a potential testing ground for technocratic principles. His ambitious goal of establishing a city on Mars represents more than a technical achievement. It offers the opportunity to design governance and economic systems from scratch. Without the constraints of terrestrial political traditions, Mars colonies could implement resource-based economic models similar to those proposed by Technocracy Incorporated. The philosophy driving Musk's various ventures reveals a consistent theme, using technological innovation to address fundamental human challenges. From sustainable energy and transportation at Tesla to space exploration at SpaceX, his companies tackle problems that traditional market forces and political systems have struggled to solve. This approach resonates with the technocratic belief that technical expertise, rather than political ideology, should guide society's development. Understanding the technate model. To appreciate Musk's modern interpretation of technocratic principles, we must first understand the original technate concept that inspired it. The technocracy movement emerged in the early 20th century, particularly gaining traction during the Great Depression, when confidence in traditional economic and political systems had been severely shaken. Energy certificates, the currency of abundance. The cornerstone of the technate vision was replacing the monetary price system with energy accounting, a radical reconceptualization of economics. Rather than valuing goods and services based on labor or market forces, technocracy proposed measuring their value based on the energy required to produce them. This system would be implemented through energy certificates distributed equally to all adult citizens, regardless of employment status. These certificates would function as currency, but with crucial differences. They couldn't be accumulated, traded, or stolen, as they would be issued directly to individuals. This design intentionally prevented wealth inequality, sharp departure from capitalism. The quantities of energy certificates would be determined through comprehensive energy surveys, calculating all production and resource availability across the North American continent. In the technate's vision, everyone would be well housed, fed, and have all material needs met. This abundance-based model assumed that modern industrial techniques had solved the production problem, leaving only the challenge of equitable distribution. Work weeks would be dramatically shortened, allowing people to pursue arts, recreation, education, and other fulfilling activities. The technical authority. Governance in the technate would be handled not by elected politicians, but by engineers, scientists, and other technical experts who understood complex systems. Technocracy Incorporated advocated replacing democratic institutions with a continental board composed of technical specialists from various fields. This board would manage resources, production, and distribution based on scientific principles rather than political considerations. The movement was highly organized, with members wearing distinctive uniforms consisting of well-tailored double-breasted suits, gray shirts, and blue neckties, with a monad insignia on the lapel. This uniformity symbolized their commitment to rational scientific management of society over individualistic competition. Musk's modern technate, energy as the foundation. Elon Musk's ventures, while operating within the capitalist system, incorporate many elements that echo technocratic principles, particularly the focus on energy as the fundamental resource for human civilization. Tesla. Energy transformation at scale. Tesla represents the most direct expression of energy-centered thinking in Musk's business portfolio. Far from being merely a car company, Tesla's mission addresses the fundamental energy challenges of modern civilization. Through electric vehicles, solar energy systems, and battery storage solutions, Tesla is creating an integrated ecosystem that transforms how energy is produced, stored, and consumed. The company's approach to energy reflects the technocratic principle that energy is the foundation of all economic activity. By building systems that harness renewable energy efficiently, Tesla addresses both environmental concerns and resource scarcity, key considerations in any technate-style system. Musk's emphasis on vertical integration and automated manufacturing also echoes the technocratic focus on efficient, scientific production methods. SpaceX. Building the Martian technate. When Musk tweets about building a Martian technocracy, SpaceX becomes the vehicle for this ambitious vision. The colonization of Mars presents a unique opportunity to establish new social, economic, and governance systems without the constraints of Earth's entrenched institutions. This clean slate approach allows for implementing resource-based economic models, similar to those proposed by Technocracy Incorporated. The challenges of surviving on Mars naturally lead to systems that carefully account for resource, particularly energy. Solar power, nuclear energy, and efficient resource utilization would be absolutely critical for a Mars colony's survival. These constraints would naturally push any Martian society toward energy accounting and resource management systems resembling those proposed by technocrats. Conclusion. Feasibility and implications. The technocratic vision that inspired Musk's grandfather has evolved through his modern interpretation. While the original technocracy movement failed to achieve its ambitious goals on Earth, elements of its thinking continue to influence technological development and planning for humanity's future. As we face unprecedented challenges in energy, climate, and artificial intelligence, the technocratic emphasis on technical solutions to social problems remains relevant. While a pure technate may never materialize as envisioned in the 1930s, the principles of scientific resource management and technical planning continue to influence how we approach our most significant challenges. In Musk's vision, we see not a rejection of the past, but an evolution of technocratic thinking for a new era, one that acknowledges both the power of technical solutions and the complexity of human societies that implement them. Whether this vision ultimately succeeds remains to be seen, but its ambition and scope ensure it will continue to shape humanity's technological and social development for decades to come.